You're tuning into the Latin Feels podcast with your host, Daniel Alvarez, and the one and only Tiny. That's me.
What is up, fam? You are tuning in to another episode of the Latin Feels podcast with your hosts, Tiny and
Daniel Alvarez.
There we are.
Hey.
What's going on?
Chilling.
What?
Filming episode 36.
Filming episode 36.
Yeah.
Halloween just got done.
I'm always like, fuck Halloween. And I think you guys know why.
No, actually, you should tell them why.
I got shot at a Halloween party. You know,
where?
in Northridge.
That's right. My hood, y'all, in the Ridge.
I got shot on Nestle Street.
I also know that street.
Yeah, I was like, that's messed up, man. The bunny didn't save me, bro. Quick. Yeah, they shot me quick.
That's messed up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy that you got shot there and I lived there. We didn't know each other back then, though.
Yeah, nah. Yeah, it's like it was a MySpace party, so random people just showed up. And so when I tell people that, they're like, Northridge? And I'm like, yeah, bro. You know, people just showed up and did me dirty. So yeah, I had beef with Halloween for a long time. My 18-year anniversary was on the 28th of October. It just passed. So my injury is old enough to vote.
Your injury is old enough to go to the war?
Yeah. It's damn, it already went to war, you know? We're gonna go to war. No, I'm kidding. Yeah.
Damn, man. I mean, 18 years.
It's passed by so fast.
Yeah?
Like so fast.
Do you just remember the day that you left the hospital?
Yeah, because I went to a rehab center after the hospital. So they took me like in an ambulance to the rehab center. And I was there for...
When you were in the hospital?
Yeah, I was in the hospital for a month.
And then they took you in an ambulance?
And they took me on an ambulance to a rehab center for like 14 days after that.
Oh, that's interesting. Why are they taking... I'm over here. Why are they taking an ambulance? Why are they charging the insurance more than they need to? Sorry, that's my insurance side coming in. I'm like, what? Was that really medically necessary?
Well, it was a safety thing because I was laying down for a month straight. So I couldn't even get up.
Okay, so you were in a gurney.
Yeah. If I were to sit up, I would start blacking out.
Oh, shit.
Like literally, I'll get up and...
Really?
Pass out, black out, literally black out.
Why?
Because your body, I guess, gets used to laying down, so like it takes away.
It's almost like this. It's almost like the same effect. Like if like you're standing up and then you duck down and then you get up and like you're kind of like, oh shit.
Kind of, but to an extreme level. Aside from the fact that my circulation was different now.
Yeah.
Like my blood circulation.
So it's like someone chokeholding you the whole time.
Kind of. It was like I would see they would once I got to the rehab center. They try to throw you into a chair so you can start adjusting to the chair. So the first few days, they would try to throw me in the chair and I would just pass out. And then so they would have to give me this medication.
Would you ever just lay down and just like kind of like go up just to pass out?
Like no? when I needed some good sleep?
Yeah,
no, because it was scary, man.
Yeah?
Yes, it's scary. Like your eyes go black.
Yeah.
Like it's crazy. And then
I'm over here like,
out.
I love when that happens.
Nah, hell no. Imagine in the first few days too, like one of the things is like having to learn how to go to the bathroom by myself. So imagine like being on the toilet and then passing out. Like just it's scary, man.
Oh,
it's a scary situation. Like you black out. Like literally, like you just see black and then you're out. And then you wake up like, what happened? Oh my God.
How'd I get here?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. I feel like I've had nights like that.
Yeah. Oh, but
some drunken nights.
Alcohol induced, not trauma induced.
Yeah. No, but then there was trauma afterwards.
Yeah. Let's talk about it.
You know what? That's relatable.
Yeah, I never woke up like with a black eye or anything. So.
You trying to go there?
It's cool.
You trying to go there?
No, I'm just saying I never cracked myself.
Oh, we are going there. Fine, let's go there.
I didn't say nothing.
So right after Halloween, let's talk about right after Halloween. What happened to me? I ended up getting piss drunk, like belligerent, probably. But I held my composure the whole night, supposedly. That's what I was told. I was fine. I was walking and talking. I made it into the Uber. And then out of all of the places that I could have hurt myself throughout the whole entire night, because I was in one lounge and then I went to an after hours thing and then I was roaming around and then we didn't get home until 5 a.m. basically. And the one place that is the most dangerous place at that time of the day is my bed.
Yeah.
My bed almost killed me. I was ducking down to grab my shoe and then fell over and lost. I had a black eye for a little while. I had a cut here on my face. It was all bad. I couldn't walk.
Oh man.
All bad. And would I do it again? Probably.
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 Nah,
I
man.
had a good time that night.
I'm like, I'm good off blackie now. Getting blackout.
Yeah.
Drunk, you know?
Don't get me wrong. I don't like doing that. Like,
Yeah.
I think the last time that I did that was with probably for my birthday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember. I remember. You ended up having to, I ended up having to like take you in my chair.
And then
I was like,
we should definitely post that clip.
oh, which one?
Of me. So Daniel had to take me home, and I like sat on his lap, and he was on his chair, and I was singing, "Come on, ride and train, and ride it."
Lit.
And then I stopped. I was like, "Wait a minute, we're my friends."
I was like, they're pushing us.
I was like, "Okay, keep going."
They're pushing us. Yeah. And then we were supposed to leave, but then your friends ended up like getting hot dogs right outside the
Oh yeah,
right
And then I
outside the
wanted
club,
one,
and then you were
I'm
like,
not
I want a
having-
hot dog, and I was like, don't do that because you don't like to eat the glizzy like that, you know,
That's
like 'cause she
true.
doesn't eat meat, like processed meats and stuff. So I was like, no, don't do it. She's gonna regret it.
So instead, I just twerked on a car for
Yeah.
like half an hour.
I got the video.
This year, we're not gonna be able to do anything like that, but that's okay. I think it's better for my liver.
Yeah.
All right, so going back after that, what did you do after Halloween? Because Halloween was so close to the weekend.
Mhm.
Did you? Oh, you did end up going to a Halloween party after, like on the first or the second?
Yeah, but it was like a comedy thing. It was at the Improv.
Okay.
They had like a Halloween party.
Oh yeah,
Ended up doing karaoke. It was lit.
dope.
Yeah.
All right. I ended up just working
Yeah.
with a black guy,
You ended up working with a black guy?
working with a black guy, not with a black guy.
That's all like with a black guy. What do you mean?
No, with a black eye.
Okay. Well, they sound kind of close.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was a Eeyore.
Oh bother.
Oh, bother. Yeah. I'm still lit from celebrating the Dodgers winning the World Series.
Oh shit! Yeah, the
Yeah.
Dodgers. Talk about it, because I don't know anything about it.
Hey, we did it, and we're just gonna get better next year. You know,
How many wins has it been? Like
they won it last in 2020
Okay.
in the pandemic, but a lot of people were like kind of like being like, oh, it's not a real championship because they only played 60 games. Usually they play 162 games, I think.
Oh, but
But because of COVID, there was like they were playing in one stadium only. Like they didn't have home games and away games. It was just they were in Texas playing. Yeah.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Was it like at that time they were playing games, but nobody was at the
Yeah,
stadiums?
nobody was in the it was
That's
empty.
gotta be weird.
They had like cardboard cutouts of people in the stands. Yeah. They're like, we're tired of these chicks flashing on in the World Series, like, because that's happened. Like, where like there'll be chicks like in the back, like behind the batter.
Oh
And
shit!
they just, you know? So yeah,
They should have made a cardboard one of someone like
yeah.
this.
But yeah, so a lot of people are like, oh, it wasn't a real championship. It was easy. It was an easy season, blah, blah, blah. Even though every team played the same amount of games or whatever.
Yeah, that's,
So now we kind of erased that.
It's
know?
okay.
And we were out here celebrating. I might have cried a little bit.
You cried?
I don't know why, man. I used to, like, this is a joke that I've been doing.
You cried?
Just, I don't want to talk about it.
You're talking about it now.
I mean,
You cried?
because in me, like, the Dodgers remind me of so many things. Like, it reminds me of my dad, and it's like a connection that I have with my dad.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, I don't know. I love the Dodgers. I like the team that I like the most out of any sports.
Really?
Like of all sports.
Mm.
Yeah, because the Dodgers remind me of like home, and it reminds me of my family.
Okay.
So I feel like but I've been doing this joke where I'm like, because of the way that I grew up, I had to like grow up real fast, and I had to be like not an asshole, but I had to be kind of like tough, you know? Like
Yeah.
I couldn't. Plus,
Yeah.
it's in our culture to be like, you can't cry, you're a man, bro. You know?
Yeah.
So I've always had that, and as like I didn't really care about too many things. I would never get emotional in general in my life, even with like crazy things. Like I didn't even cry the night that I got shot.
No?
No.
Well, because maybe you. Oh, well, yeah.
I kind of almost started to cry because it was because of my sister. Because when I got shot, she ended up holding me like a kind of like a baby, and I thought I was gonna die. So I was like, "Yo, if I die," this is what I said exactly. I was like, because when you're dying, you do get like a flashback of your life, but I got a flashback of all the dumb things that I did, you know? I was like, I was a dumbass, you know? So I had that in my head. So I told my sister, like, if I die, tell everybody that I'm sorry for all the dumb shit that I did, you know?
Aww.
And then she was like, you're not gonna die. And like just seeing her reaction to that, like started making me emotional. But then I was like, we need to get to the hospital, you know? Yeah, so then they threw me in the car and
well, that was the reason why you survived though, because you didn't get emotional, because you didn't because you had one lung that was already like
yeah, I didn't get
that.
One of the things that can happen to you when you because a bullet went through my lung, so blood was going into my lung. So sometimes you'll get something that they call the coughs. Like you'll just start coughing uncontrollably, and that makes more blood go into your lung. But I stayed calm the whole time. I was just like, just get me to the hospital. You know,
picture this man like Buddha.
I was just, they didn't get me, but they did. Yeah, it was crazy. They stuck their finger in my bullet hole. It was crazy.
Oh, whoa, hold on. I was like, they stuck what?
Yeah. Hold up. What you mean?
Hold up.
Yeah, because they were like, like make sure he's shot.
I thought you said booty hole.
Oh damn, nah. I wouldn't have felt it. Yeah, but nah, they were like, make sure he did get shot, and I was like, bitch, I can't feel my legs. I got shot, you know. And then yeah, he like found my bullet hole and was like, boop.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Man, that's gotta be tough.
Yeah, and then even once they told me I was never gonna walk again and I was gonna be paralyzed for the rest, I didn't cry then. The only time
when did you cry?
Okay, the only time I remember in the hospital crying was one day. I was already out of the ICU. I had my own room, and the hospital that I was at, their policy was like visiting hours ended at 8. Mm-hmm. And my oldest sister was in the room with me with her ex-boyfriend. And then like the nurse came in and she was like, oh, you guys have to leave now. It's time to go. And for whatever reason, that made me super emotional, and I started crying. And
You made me cry.
I don't exactly know why, but I just felt like I didn't want her to leave.
Yeah.
Yeah, but other than that, yeah, I was.
It's probably because you were lonely in there.
Well, yeah, it does suck because you know they leave and you're by yourself, and then it was crazy. Aww. But now I'm like, bro, I'll watch a sport highlight. It'll make me cry, bro. You know, I was watching
welcome to being a girl.
Yeah, legit. I'll watch like the Dodgers winning the World Series highlights, and I'm like, yeah, like it's getting wet, little. Yeah, so yeah, I don't know. It's just one of those things. I think it just reminds me of like home, and like I feel, because I used to always like watch most of the games too, but since I started doing stand up, I'm like, I had to sacrifice that because I leave my house like right around 5. Yeah, and usually Dodger games are like 5 to 8.
Yeah, and that's the time that you're.
So I kind of had to like sacrifice that. So it just kind of like, I was like, we did it. Yeah.
Oh man, I cried. I remember the last time I cried for sports was in Peru for the World Cup when Brazil didn't make it. Like it was like the end of it, and it was Argentina and Brazil lost, and I was so sad because I was like, man, I wanted Brazil to win so bad.
Why? They always win.
Exactly.
So why?
Brazil's my team. I didn't want Argentina to win, but now I'm happy Argentina won.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like Messi finally got his.
Yeah, but he always says he's retiring, and he's not retiring. That fool's gonna, play until his legs.
I mean, what are you gonna do when you're like a superstar and like that's your life? Like,
yeah,
you kind of, like some people kind of lose their identity. I feel, like when they retire and they kind of like decline, they just go downhill.
I mean, I think that it would have to take like the right mentality to be like, okay, cool, I'm done with this big project in my life. I got to move on to another project, you know? Always something like you got to do something. Maybe instead of them, not playing anymore because obviously they're older, they can start coaching.
Yeah.
Like Maradona started coaching,
Yeah.
So.
But you got to feel like, damn, imagine like the high of like scoring like a game-winning goal and like 60,000 people are cheering for you. Yeah, like you're never going to get that again.
Pero nadie se lo quita. No one is taking away that.
No, I'm saying, but you're not going to get that feeling again.
Yeah.
You get me?
Yeah.
Like not to that level.
Yeah.
So I mean, I can kind of relate, not to that extent, but like my identity before getting shot was like sports.
Yeah.
Like I was known, like I was a good basketball player, good football player, and then jumping. Like I know it sounds weird, but jumping was my thing. Like I used to always hit the street signs on the street.
Mm-hmm.
That was like one of my things. And like those are not small. Those are like 10 feet tall.
Yeah.
Like most people can't do that, especially my size.
Yeah.
So that was kind of like one of my things. So I like lost that.
Dang.
So it was just like, man. And then I remember like feeling like depressed about it, and I didn't know why. And what it was is like, you don't realize how much that's a stress release to like play sports. So that was like a big ass adjustment.
I'm over here like, all right, for his birthday, I got to get him a street sign that he could just
Little.
hit like this.
By my door.
That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to build a little street sign just for you. It's going to say Daniel Street.
And then I'm going to just go, with my legs. Pick up my legs just for till I go jumping.
I'll do it. You'll see.
Yeah.
Apart from that, what else do we have planned out? Elections.
The elections,
I'm not ready to talk about it.
Particularly trying to like get into a full in-depth conversation about it, but even that, I'm just the type of person that tries to find the positive in everything, even in negative situations. Like when it comes to my injury, one of the ways that I keep myself like centered and kind of in a good place is there's been millions of people that have been shot and they're gone, you know?
Yeah.
They're dead. They're like, they don't get to anything.
Mm-hmm.
And I get to do this. I get to do stand-up. I get to be with my family. So that's kind of like how I look at it. Like, I could have been dead.
Yeah. I mean, that's a good way of looking at it.
Yeah, so because I have my moments,
You're
know,
still
like
out here getting lap dances. I mean, life is
good.
Yeah,
yes, sir.
Is good.
Yeah. Yeah, it's funny because it's always like I don't want to say it's like a pity lap dance, but I think that's a mentality because it happens to me where like I'll be at a party and then like I know there's like the girl that's gonna do it because she slowly starts making her way toward me throughout the
and
night.
she's like, hey.
And then at the end she's like, what's up? And I'm like, lap dance on my face because I can't feel it on my lap, girl. You know,
it's true.
Put it on my face.
Anytime I try to lap dance Daniel, it's always just his knees.
Yeah, she's too little.
I'm too little.
She's too little.
I'm just out here doing some
fall
calf.
Forward. Yeah. So, but it's also it's bad too because I've had a few times.
Next time we go out though, watch, you wait and see. I'm gonna bring. You not even know. I'm gonna bring like a little stool.
A little stool. Oh, I thought you were gonna get some rope and just hold on.
No, I'm gonna bring a little stool.
We're gonna both fall.
Yeah. No, I'm gonna have a little stool in front of you, and then I can stand on it, and then I'll be high enough.
We can try that. We can make that happen. But it can be a bad thing because most of the time these people are drunk already.
Yeah.
Or they've dropped me like a handful of times at parties. Because they were like trying to hug me and like lean too far into me, where we both just ended up
falling.
Oh,
that's funny.
Yeah, well, whatever. You dropped me drunk. Yeah, and just she left me there,
and I left him there.
We talked about this. She was like, "I don't know how you getting up.
I don't know how you getting up, but I'm not helping you."
I'm like, "That's crazy." I got up. I
don't know what got into me. I was like, we're both down here, but I'm getting up. I don't know about you.
Yeah, I almost did a cartwheel. It was crazy.
Stop.
I went like. Because you would think, right, like you guys are visualizing maybe us falling back or to the front, but we went like this. We went like, I cartwheeled it out of my chair.
Legs went over?
Yeah. I was like, my legs hasn't been this high in a minute. Yeah, it's crazy. But
that was also for my birthday.
Yeah, I didn't have bruises. It's all good.
Oh, Lord. And thank God we're skipping my birthday this year.
I didn't feel it.
I also tased him on my birthday. Oh shit,
man! What are we doing? Like, what are we doing with our lives?
Living.
Yeah, that was crazy. I mean, that was on me. I always wanted to feel like if they tase me where I can't feel, will I feel it where I can feel?
Yeah,
I can't.
Yeah.
Because, she tased me 3 times on my legs.
He told me to. It wasn't like, it wasn't like,
consensual.
Hey, I'm going to do He literally was like, do it. And I was like, are you
just
sure?
do it. And then she
and
said, okay. Brr,
yeah.
Brr. I didn't feel it. Brr. And then nothing happened except that it does burn you.
I should have just gone.
Nah, my neck would have been crazy. My legs would have kicked. Ah! Wouldn't that be crazy?
And you start walking.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. One of the thoughts that I had is because your nervous system is electricity,
right?
In a sense, in a way, it's like electricity that's kind of running through your body. So I was like, what if that's like a reset? You know, I was like, what if this fucking resets me? You know, but it didn't.
Yeah, you like a car battery.
Yeah, like ooh, it's running again. The only thing that happened was that it just burnt my legs. So I had like it looked like a gay vampire bit my legs or something. You know? I was like, it was crazy.
Why is it gonna be gay?
Because I don't know. I think it's just funnier that way. Like, ooh, I like your legs. You know? Hey, that's a fetish, man. Maybe he was a devotee vampire.
Oh shit!
Like the devotees are people that are sexually and physically attracted to like people in chairs because of our little skinny legs. It's weird, man. It's weird. It's a weird thing. Maybe it was one of those vampires, you know?
Maybe. Okay. Yeah. Well, going back on elections, obviously, you know, I think most of California, not all, I can't say all, but a lot of Californians are very sad about what has happened. All I can say is let's wait and see what will happen. You know, that's all we can do. I mean, that's it. Just continue to be good people, continue to fight the good fight. Don't you know, whatever hate is being put out right now. And believe me, I'm one to like have to fight myself on it, like on not fighting. Yeah. You know, because it's so easy to get so upset about all these things. But instead, like just fight it with love. I think a lot of this stuff I know sounds really hippy dippy, but
no, yeah. I mean, that's exactly how I feel about it. It's like, I mean, those things were in our control and we fumbled the ball in a way. Like the whole country, then y'all fumbled.
Yeah, we lost big time.
But yeah, it's the same. The way I see it is like all we can do is just be good people and put positivity out in the world. And, you know, like right now, all we can do is just kind of take it a day at a time, you know? Yeah. Just like bring it back. Don't go to like extremes where you're like, you know, like it's gonna be these crazy things. I feel like we'll deal with it when we get there. Yeah. You know, it's like,
or we won't deal with it because baby has double nationalities.
She's out. She leaving like in a few weeks.
Petty Cash Studio. We're all moving to Peru. Everybody can just take the. If we're gonna live in a shitty country, it's gonna be my shitty country. Yeah. What the fuck? Where I expect shit like this.
Pack it up, Alex. We're getting out of here. Oh, he ready to go. They ready at Petty Cash Studio.
International, baby.
Yeah. Nice. Start a Peru division? Or
Hey, what in Spanish, what would it be called? Petty Cash? Petty Cash. Shit, I don't know what petty is. What's cash in Peru? Dinero. Oh, it's okay. Dinero. Petty. I don't know what petty is.
Damn, no Sabo kids now.
Yeah, no Sabo.
No Sabo kids
hold up. I will find out.
How do you say petty, eh?
How do you say Siri? Petty in Spanish, eh? Hold on. Let me, horrible, but let's see. Mezquino dinero mezquino. It would be dinero mezquino. But however. That sounds right. Pequeño dinero sounds kind of. Oh, I kind of like that too. Pequeño dinero. Yeah. I like that.
Dinero chiquito.
Un poquito dinero.
Yeah.
I like that. All right, we're getting somewhere. I think that's it for that, right? I mean,
like the election. Anything you wanna you had on your mind?
What has happened? I mean, within the last couple months, I mean, I'm just, you know, I'm excited, obviously, for this because now this is really, you know, popping off. Yeah. I'm taking a month off, so my bad, but I'll be back. I'll be back.
I think you need it. You're like, you've been working super hard this year. And, yeah. You know, like, I know I'm so bad at like, I've always been like a quiet and kind of just like stay to myself. And like, I'm now, as I get older, like I said, like getting more in tune with my emotions and the way I feel and trying to express how, because like my family, we don't tell each other we love you. Like I can't remember as a kid, like my parents, you know, it's like that's just not who my family is. Mm-hmm. So it's like I have to like really be like express how you feel to people, you know. Yeah. Like I kind of have to tell myself, and like I try to tell you, like I'm super proud of what you do, you know. Like
thank you, I appreciate it.
Yeah, like she's such a hard worker.
You know,
I'm like I need to be more like Evelyn.
Don't stop.
No, yeah, like it's really like inspiring. I've told you before, where
Thank
it's like,
you.
yeah, I'm like,
Well, when you do what you love,
yeah,
it's so easy, and I love what I do. I mean, I have such a big spot for babies, for children in general, but especially for infants,
yeah,
because
because
that's
you're a
just
big
my
child. That's it.
huh?
Because you're a big child.
Well, that's the problem when I have the bigger kids, the toddlers and stuff. Remember, I get emotional. I'm like, wait a minute, what do you mean you don't like me? Like what? But the babies, the infants, they don't talk to me. They love me, like no
Yeah,
matter
yeah.
what. So I'm like, you know what? I like these guys.
Yeah.
But honestly, it's also because of my I'm so small and I can't really be carrying toddlers.
Mm.
Like after 25 pounds, it's just
Yeah.
carrying that all day. It's
It
a
adds
lot.
up,
Yeah. I'm gonna be
swole.
yeah, super swole.
Yeah.
But yeah, I appreciate that. Thank you so much.
No,
I'm a natural born caretaker. I love what I do. I can't complain. I went from corporate world to, baby world, and I'll never look back.
Corporate world to baby world.
Yeah, corporate world to baby world. I mean, I was doing big things in corporate world, but
Yeah.
I'm making a lot more money, but unhappy. Always
Yeah.
going in oh God, I gotta go. And this.
Yeah, I could super relate to that because I felt like I've always been an artist. Like I started when I was a kid, I would draw, and then I got into like painting, and then I went to school for photography. So I've done a lot of art stuff, but I
Yeah.
just never felt like I was passionate about it,
Yeah.
So I felt really lost basically all my life. Like I've always felt like I didn't fit in. Because I have 6 sisters, so even in my household, I was the odd one out. I was like the black sheep.
Yeah.
So I always kind of felt like I didn't fit in there. And then just in general, just feel like I just feel like I was just floating through life lost.
Mhm.
But then I found stand-up. And then I have a video of the day the very first open mic that I did, talking about how I was feeling about it. And I was like even a little emotional about it because I was like, I think this is what I was meant to do,
Yeah, you had to do a red microphone.
No, it was after that. I recorded I recorded a set in my room with a microphone. Like I was just trying to do a set. Yeah, and then no, you don't. No, we don't
Yes,
need
we
that.
do.
No, we don't.
Yes, we do. I'll get it.
Yeah, so it was so funny because I was just like, it's so awkward.
You need it. We need it.
So the night that I did my first mic, I was like, I think this is what I was meant to do. And then even now, December is going to be my 3-year anniversary of doing stand-up.
Yeah.
And I've had so many conversations with so many comedians, both that are like starting level and people that are like big comics.
Mm-hmm.
And then all of them kind of like the consistent things is like, this is hard.
Yeah.
This is something hard to do.
Yeah.
And I don't feel like that about it. Like to me, I feel like it comes like really easy.
Yeah.
So sometimes I feel like am I not doing something right or something that I don't feel that way? But I think what it is like I found my thing. Like this is what I was meant to do.
Yeah, and maybe they just mean in like other aspects, not just like the process of like writing a joke is hard, but like the networking of it, the finding the right people that are actually going to be like, hey, I want to fuck with you. I'm going to help you because
no
this
Diddy.
No, not like that. No Diddy. No. But just finding that kind of like group,
Yeah.
So here goes to you, man. You got this. You got me behind you. That's going to be pushing you all the way.
Yeah.
Literally. And
literally and
literally pushing you all the way. And
y'all LA, y'all notice, man. Like I honestly not to, because I'm not the type of person that like I'm this and I'm that, but I honestly feel like at this moment, even now, I'm kind of like one of the up and coming comics that's gonna get big in LA. Like trust, like y'all here first.
Yeah, heard it here first. That's right.
I for sure. I honestly feel like I'm gonna be one of the next big comics that comes out of LA, 100%.
Yeah.
Because I'm willing to do whatever it takes to get there.
Yep.
And I like, in a sense, I understand when they say it's hard because like it's a long process. But if you understand that, it makes it easier. You have to understand that like I'm not gonna do one show tomorrow and then blow up. Yeah. There's like a slight chance that could happen. Yeah. But it's going to be a long process, and I understand that, and I'm willing to ride that ride.
Yeah, and we're right here to support you. So thank you all for tuning in. Thank you guys for, liking and subscribing. Continue to share. Continue to tell everyone about it. I mean, we in here, Petty Cash Studios, once again, thank you so much, and see you later.
Take it easy.
Bye.
Y se acabó la cosa. That's it. That's the end of the show. We'll catch another episode with Tiny and the Man on Wheels.